Hello, I'm Georgia.
And I'm Adam. This is my assistant, Georgia. She'll be here for the day doing work experience. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for coming, Georgia.
Thank you for telling me that that's what I am to you. Welcome to Left on Weddit.
Adam here.
And Georgia over here.
We've done everything to plan your wedding and now it's time to hear about them.
We have left out nothing and now we dive into the deep, dark world of Reddit threads.
We've got your horror stories, wedding dramas and everything in between.
We've rebranded ourselves as experts.
Welcome
to Left on Weddit. I projectile vomited into my new husband's mouth during our first dance because I was overheated, dehydrated, in a tight corset, and had 85 people staring at me. LOL! So there was that. Or you had gastro.
Oh, no.
Hey, I did a wedding recently. They love the podcast. And at their wedding, on the day of, the bride thought that she was just really tired and that she hadn't slept very well and she was just full of different emotions and had been spewing all morning. And we all hugged, we kissed after she told me all of that. And that night I felt extremely ill. And the next day I had a wedding, still not well. Managed to get out of bed, caught up with the lovely couple a few days later because they were still in the area.
Gastro.
And they said, so it turns out we had gastro. I was like, cool, me too.
Do you think she had gastro?
She told me on
No,
the
this
following
bride who
Tuesday.
vomited in her husband's mouth.
Well, it sounds like it, but it would be very easy to say overheated, dehydrated in a tight corset with those powers combined.
Can you imagine all the guests, you're the MC, you get them all in a circle, they're surrounded. Ed Sheeran's Perfect starts playing.
Oh, good one.
Slow dance. Baby, I love loving you. That's not it, is it?
Yeah, it
No,
is.
that is.
Oh, is it?
I'm not a huge Ed Sheeran fan. I'm not going to lie to you. Anyway, this bride loves Ed Sheeran and she's looking into his eyes and he's like, also she said into his mouth. So his mouth was open. He was asking for it for the record.
Oh, how close were they?
Well, it's a slow dance, but I want to know how she vomited into his mouth. Do you reckon she was like, oi, catch this? Otherwise it's going all over your suit. Hey, open your mouth. Quick. I'm going to
Otherwise,
spew.
we're going to close
Would you
this
do
dance
that?
floor down.
Would you do that for your partner? It's either
Allow
spew
Max
on
to
your...
vomit in my mouth? That's not a fetish that I have.
Hey, don't yuck someone else's yum.
I'm not. I'm just
Would you
saying
ask
I
him to
wouldn't.
open his mouth if it was on your wedding day and you didn't want his suit or your dress to get vomit on it? Yes, I would do it.
I would say
Question.
I need to leave and find a grassy area.
How, also, as the MC, how do you come back from that? What's your line? This is the sort of moments I live for, by the way. I would have loved to be at this wedding.
You love improv. Would you
love
like
it
to
when-
plug the Storyteller Summit?
No, it's already been.
Oh, by this point? Are you sure?
Yeah, I reckon.
It was a huge success.
It was such a huge success. Thank you all for coming. It was a sellout.
I would probably find a song that the DJ could play to
About
welcome
vomiting.
the bride back.
About vomiting.
No, maybe like, Guess Who's Back?
That's good.
Back again.
I actually have had a groom was just like heat exhaustion, probably same as this. Just before the first dance, he was like in the bathroom for I think 45 minutes. We all had to wait for him to come down and do the first dance because he was so ill, and he just came down, powered through it, and then I think went back to the bathroom. It is something like self-care. We actually have done an episode in our old topic days of looking after yourself at your wedding. Make sure you drink lots of water, wear sunscreen, try and stay out of the heat because people do vomit in each other's mouths.
Apparently.
You ever had a child vomit in your mouth?
Oh.
So many times. I've got Bowie. I'm like pushing her up in the air. She looks up at me. Light of my life, the most beautiful girl ever. And then she opens her mouth and she vomits inside my mouth. And what do?
You still
just
love them.
swallow it.
Oh my God.
Do you reckon he swallowed or the vomit? Georgia, can I tell you a story? Oh my God. Okay.
Not about swallowing spew. I can't believe you can't deal with blood.
Spew's okay. And we've also been toilet training my son recently and he poos on the hallway and is like, Daddy, I pooed in your office. And I can't deal with that. Poo. Andrew will get in there. I'm okay with vomit. But poo's like, Andrew's in there. She'll clean it up. Does not care. And there's like a big curly poo on my ground. Dog poo I'm okay with. Used to have a dog walking business. What was the story that I was going to tell you before? How did it start? I was in New Zealand, right, with my friend Reese, name dropping here, and who is now my wife. The three of us. He was third wheeling. We were the little triplets. We were the cool kids, the cool cats, and the dogs. Right. That's what they used to call us in New Zealand. We were traveling. It's New Year's Eve.
I loved Cat Dog. That was a good show.
Cat dog, a lonely world with a little cat dog. I remember it. Nickelodeon. And we're in New Zealand.
Okay.
We're sitting outside. It's New Year's Eve, just the three of us, because he split up with his partner before we went. His partner still wanted the trip to New Zealand. They had to be on the plane on the way home side by side.
Not air their baggage.
And I've said his name. Anyway, his number is 043. No.
You are a friend of Adam. You are in danger listening
this season.
to this podcast.
This season, mostly. So we're all sitting down and we're having a few drinks. And when I say a few drinks, a lot of drinks. We're just mixing vodka with lemonade and we're sitting down playing cards. It's a few hours have passed and no one stood up, right? We all stand up. Turns out we were very drunk, right? Reese goes inside and I'm outside the door and he looks at me and he's probably, I would say, 2 meters, maybe 3 meters away from me, looks me dead in the eyes and projectile vomits towards me. And the vomit, like the trajectory of it, the vomit goes and then it just loses it and it just lands right before my toes, right? And then all he does is he doesn't break eye contact. He's looking at me the whole time, eye contact, vomit. Just hits my toes. He just walks up and just closes the door in my face. And I go around the corner into the shrubs and there's Ange vomiting into the shrubs. And I'm just thinking to myself, it's 6 p.m. Where did we go wrong?
No spew for you.
No, I don't spew.
You're the hero of the story.
That's what they call me. Georgia, do you like horses?
Not by Daryl Braithwaite.
Strap in.
Okay.
I worked in event planning for about 10 years
Oh.
and it was almost entirely weddings. The most dramatic would probably be the time the groom discovered he was allergic to horses as he was being pulled down to the gazebo by several horses to the ceremony. We had to call an ambulance. He was okay after they got him some antihistamines, but his face was so swollen they couldn't take any pictures of him. They were nice people. They were shockingly calm about the entire ordeal.
Horse hair
Well, yeah.
or the horse?
He was I think that the horse and the horse hair are kind of a package
talk about
deal
allergens.
with a horse. I'm pretty sure what? Who cares if he was allergic to the horse hair or the horse? He was allergic to the horse.
But he didn't have to be that close. Did he touch it?
Probably. What do you mean? He was in a horse-drawn
How
carriage.
do you get to your adult life and not be near a horse?
I think quite easily. You
Oh.
grow up in the concrete jungle.
Sorry, was that privileged?
That was so privileged.
Far out.
Oh, I come from the northern beaches and there's horses in my backyard.
There's
in
really
my
not a lot
estate.
of horses around here. There's maybe one horse in Warriewood.
Horse hair.
It was, horse.
I love the idea of this man in a horse-drawn cart. Have you ever seen someone appear to a wedding in a horse-drawn cart?
I have.
You have?
Yes.
Amazing.
Have you not?
No.
Oh, was that privileged?
Yes, you are very privileged. This man thought he was privileged. I've seen helicopters arrive at weddings. I've never seen a horsey.
Yes.
Seen a lot of V8s.
Both the brides actually arrived in a horse and carriage.
Amazing.
It was so cool.
Did they like horses?
I think they more wanted a dramatic entrance over anything.
Real chat, Georgia.
Okay.
Were you a horse girl?
No.
You saddle club?
Oh, yes.
You were, weren't you?
It doesn't make me a horse girl. It just
Nothing wrong with being a horse
Hello
girl.
world.
Oh, you loved Saddle Club,
I
didn't
loved
you?
the Saddle Club.
What were the characters' names? Name
I
them.
don't know that
You were
so
such a
much.
Saddle Club girly.
I was. Do you know? Is that why you keep saying it? Because you want me to ask you so you can be like, I'm a diehard.
Never actually watched it.
Oh, how did you know about it?
Well, I know about everything. It's my toxic
Did you know that you
trait.
should have antihistamines in your first aid oh shit kit at your wedding?
Do you have
Because
that?
that guy would have been absolutely stuffed without antihistamines.
What about okay, I'm just thinking out loud. So they couldn't take photos of him because his face was swollen like he'd been stung by 1,000 bees. Didn't say that. I just added a couple of adjectives just for funsies. What about if when you wake up on your wedding day and you got like a pimple or something, or there's something like and you get upset? What do you think? What do you think?
Your partner's not marrying you for that.
Oh, that's nice.
It'll be okay.
Heavily.
I have found that TBH skincare pimple patches are a really great investment, though, if you do have pimples.
People always worry, like in the lead up to the wedding, that they don't have the right tan, or they're going to look right, or the photos. What do you think? Don't worry about it.
I say that sitting here in the comfort of Longreef Golf Club.
You are so privileged. We love the privilege of us sitting at the Longreef Golf Club.
Day of your wedding, you probably do care a little bit because
fair.
Hair and makeup are about to come.
Totes.
Maybe people will comment on it. I also think if you can't change something in 30 seconds, don't say it. Just be kind.
That's so deep, man.
Yeah. Like, could you fix your hair?
Is it bad?
No, it's fine, but you might just want to tuck that a bit away. See, something you can change, very easy. But if I said something about your nose...
Oh my God, don't.
I wouldn't.
I've got the bendiest nose. Look at it on the side. It's no good. My children got Andrew's nose, thank God.
But I wouldn't say anything about your nose because it's not something you can change without a lot of privilege.
You're not a naysayer.
A nasal sayer?
Naysayer, like the horse?
Oh, I don't know. Nay. We moved on from the horses.
Antihistamine, poor bloke with his
I
face.
do have antihistamine in my bag, though, if you needed it.
Thanks, mate.
It's okay. I do carry a bum bag when I MC and I'm constantly adding to it. It's really important. Weddings with V, love you. She took a photo of the bum bag because she was so inspired. I learned something new on what you should add to those said bum bags every wedding. So a few weeks ago,
Here we go.
a bridesmaid needed to get something out of her teeth. And I only had a safety pin. So she used a safety pin. And then the next day I went and bought dental floss.
Wow.
So now I have dental floss in my bum bag.
I can't use dental floss. It scares me.
There's always a lot of blood for me.
Yeah, right? I'm too like, when even the dentist does it, it makes me feel uncomfortable because what if it goes up to your gum and it's just like, it just starts slicing your gum and that makes me feel ick.
They won't do that.
The idea of the safety pin.
But dentists,
on
I
your
know
gum,
if you are listening, I'm sorry, I know it's a sign of gum disease.
So listening to this podcast is like going inside the minds of two people who can't keep one thread going. I want to tell you about bum bags. And Andrew's got a bum bag. You know those real stylish ones that go like over here? And I've been wearing it a lot because it's really helpful. We put all our cash in there. We've got a bit of cash at home. And our nappies. And I wear it, but every time I wear it, I put the strap down because I think if I wear it up here, just under my chin, lad. Wear it down here, hipster. And there's a big difference. And Andrew's like...
By what, 10 centimetres?
Yes. And Andrew's like, every time she puts it on, he goes, oh, just look like a lad for the day. It's so annoying that I have to put it back up. And it's like, when Ange gets out of the car, she leaves the seat so far forward that I can't even get my legs in because it hits the wheel. She should be putting it back. Got a story?
I do.
A Reddit story?
I'm a wedding
Not my life
celebrant.
story. Wedding celebrant. Did we mention that we're celebrants?
The worst I saw.
Is this a story?
It is.
Oh, sorry.
The venue manager punching the DJ square in the face, splattering your favourite bodily fluid.
Yeah.
What is it? No.
Oh. Did you see my face? Oh, blood. I misconstrued what you were talking about. I apologize. You asked me a question, I answer honestly. Am I under oath? No. But do I tell the truth? Yes, always.
I don't even want to know why that's your favourite bodily fluid. I can't stop it.
It's the creator of life.
Splattering blood
It's the
all over the bride's dress.
blood on the bride's dress. You want to read that story for you?
I think I'd like your version. That would be funnier. Splattering semen all over the bride's dress.
Georgia,
no, sorry.
come on, PG.
Potty language. Okay. You need to go get that from your dad's house, remember?
What? What are you talking about?
He's potty, you have to remember.
Oh my God, Georgia.
Okay, anyway, cut this, Oscar. The venue manager was drunk and didn't like a particular song that the DJ was playing. The bride thankfully laughed it off as the groomsmen carried the kicking and screaming venue manager to the door and literally threw him on his ass out the door of his own venue.
Whoa.
I wonder what song it was.
That made him so upset? Probably horses as affirmation would make. Some people feel really strongly
Why
about
was
that.
the venue manager drunk?
Drunk. Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Do you drink on the job?
Who's asking? Sometimes the couple want me to have a drink. I'm having a beer, maybe one. I would never actually get drunk though. Oh my goodness. That's nuts.
So
There's some
bad.
issues there for sure. And the fact that they had to haul him out of his own.
Nice that the
Haul him
bride
out.
laughed it off, but it was the groomsmen that carried the kicking and screaming venue manager to the door.
Yeah. Good on the groomsmen though. That's what they're there for.
Heroes.
Wedding party are there to kick people out of the wedding when it goes awry.
Are they?
That's their main job
Is it?
on their priority
I think that's
list.
an unspoken criteria when you're being selected in that process.
Yes, it is.
Although we are inclusive, so anyone and everyone can be part of the wedding party.
And anyone can be kicked out of a venue if they're drunk, even if you own the place.
That sounds like a really nice plan of
Should
a beautiful
we name
wedding.
the venue? What? No.
As a made-up name.
Let's name it.
Okay.
Getdrunkwithus.com.
That's a website.
Is it?
No.
I'm just going to look it up. Domain is free.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's so good.
I'm going to buy it.
I love it. Do it. Sold.
What's the worst behavior you've seen from someone at a wedding?
Speeches have been pretty wild.
Yeah.
The one on the weekend, the father of the groom kept asking me to get involved in the speech. So I'd made a joke. This is not the worst thing. This is just the most recent thing that's happened. And I saw the father of the groom writing his speech in Canapé Hour.
Okay.
Well, actually, he asked for a pen. And I said, are you writing your speech? He said, so what if I am? I said, no, it's great. I think you need all the moments, memories and milestones right up until the moment you do it. It keeps it very relevant, up to date.
Yeah, that's what he was
Very,
thinking.
very good.
Yeah.
The only problem is when it was his time to talk, someone else had required the pen, the bride and groom, to add some notes to theirs. And the father of the groom started his speech and then he didn't refer to the piece of paper at all. And then he turned to me and he said, Georgia, where is the pen? And I said, I'll just get it for you. Got the pen, popped it in his pocket discreetly. He continued talking. He said the same introduction maybe 5 or 6 times.
For those of you who don't know me.
No, he didn't say that. He was talking about how he's got 10 children and 9 fingers.
Oh, wow.
And he's got more children than fingers.
Huh.
It was fantastic the first couple of times.
Feels like I have more children than fingers some days.
I've
I've got all 10, just for the record.
got 2 children.
Yeah, sometimes.
Anyway, and then he turned to me and he said, Georgia, where's the pen? I said, it's in your pocket. No, where's the pen? It's in your
Is this
pocket.
during the speech? Everyone's listening to
Yes,
this?
on the microphone.
Wow.
And then he said, I'm going to need you to get me a drink. And I'm like,
Oh
of
my
course,
God.
what can I get you? He said, a whiskey. He keeps talking. I go over to
Yeah.
the bar. They say, we can't serve the whiskey straight. I go, what could you put in it?
And the speech is still happening?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
I came back with a beer.
Yeah.
And he said, where's the whiskey?
Oh, my goodness. Why is this all happening out loud on the microphone?
This is why you hire a professional MC. And if you don't think I'm professional, then at least I can wing it and work in the moment.
And then the groomsman hauled his ass out of the venue.
The bride's going, I think you need to stop it. Have you ever had to cut someone off? I think I've asked you off microphone before.
I have.
And how did you do it?
Not very often will I. I've cut speeches like during, like, you know, we'll push them back to later, but actually like during someone's speech, the father of the bride spoke for 20 minutes in the speech, and then he started singing Bohemian Rhapsody a cappella to the point where he got the bride up and he was trying to make her do a duet with him. Bohemian Rhapsody is like a 6 or 7 minute song, I think, after he'd done a 20-minute speech.
Galileo.
Yeah, he was doing it. Be honest, he was pretty good. And, you know, the kid just waiting to go out. He's already gone for half an hour. The bride was looking at me like giving me the cut that off sign. So I went to the DJ and asked him to play Bohemian Rhapsody, and we like Oscars played him out with the song that he was singing and sort of drowned him out.
Oh, that's a
And then
good
took him out.
idea.
And then I think everyone started singing over the top of him, and it was all over like that.
And then was there
bit
another
of a
speech after that?
No, then we cut them and just kept going.
Were there meant to be more speeches
there
after
was.
that?
Yeah.
Okay, I like that idea.
Yeah.
because all I do is edge a little bit closer so they know that I'm in their peripheral
Yeah,
vision.
I do that too. Yeah.
Yes,
And
it's
just looking
happened.
over.
That's twice now.
Yeah.
The previous one, the speech giver started talking about circumcision.
Okay.
Wasn't good timing for dinner.
You never want to eat over a circumcision, do you?
Nobody wants to listen to that. I could just I could see the groom's mouth going, "Cut him off," like metaphorically and physically, apparently, according to the guy giving the speech over here. But hey, that is a lot of stories. We've talked blood, we've talked spew, we've talked semen, we've talked Bohemium Rhapsody. And with all of those powers combined, we've got a great podcast.
I'm going to ride my horse in and bury my face into some horsehair.
That's me galloping off into the distance.
You do that and I'll do the horse making noises as you
Okay.
go. Ready? Ride, horsey!
Thanks for listening.
God, we're so happy that you listened. And if you want to see a little bit more, make sure you follow us on our socials.
We have TikTok and Instagram, and you can find us at Left on Wed Podcast.
And if you want a little bit more from just us, you can follow Georgia at Georgia Fletcher Weddings.
And follow Adam at Married by Adam.
Oh my goodness, we're everywhere. And if you love it, rate, review, subscribe, whatever all the cool kids do it for us because we love you more than you love us. Validate us. We, Adam and Georgia, would like to take a moment to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land, the Guringai people, on which we're recording today.
We pay our respects to their elders past and present, and we recognise their ongoing connection to the land, sea and community.
As we share our stories of love and connection, we honour the oldest continuous culture in the world.
And we celebrate the storytelling traditions that have been passed down through the generations.
It is such a privilege to create on this country, and we are so grateful to be here today.
Always was, always will be Aboriginal land.